can't bet, you can't win. If you lose all your chips, you can't bet. Hello everyone, my name is Anvesh Malviya. Welcome back to the channel and a very happy Diwali to you all and your family. May this Diwali brings a lot of happiness and success to you, right? So in this video, what we will talk about? We'll talk about trading, and second we will talk about the important things to keep in mind while doing trading, and the third thing what we will do is we'll go back to the system to understand the technicals, like what are candlesticks, what is support, what is resistance, what is RSI, what are we going to identify using that, right? So let's start with trading. Now we all know that what is trading, that there will be a buyer, there will be a seller, and then exchange of goods and services in exchange of money. That is what a trading means, right? Simple. But what we have to talk about is trading in stock market. अब स्टॉक मार्केट में ट्रेडिंग कैसे होती है, वहां पे सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या है? सो दैट इज नथिंग बट डेरिवेटिव. अब डेरिवेटिव क्या होता है, राइट? दिस itself says that something which is getting derived, right? Now let me take an example, a real life example, right? So we know about milk, right? And curd. So curd is nothing but curd is a derivative getting derived from underlying something, right? Which is nothing but a milk, right? The same way you can say that petrol and diesel, they are they get produced by heating the crude oil at different temperatures. So petrol and diesel are the derivatives, right? And their value is getting determined from an underlying crude oil, right? So अगर crude oil की value change होगी तो पेट्रोल और डीजल की प्राइस भी चेंज होगा. वैसे ही अगर मिल्क की प्राइस चेंज होगी तो कर्ड की प्राइस भी चेंज होगी, राइट? सो नाउ वी अंडरस्टूड अबाउट डेरिवेटिव. अब हम स्टॉक मार्केट में क्या होता है कि बहुत सारे शेयर्स है, बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स हैं, राइट? रिलायंस है, HCL है, TCS है, विप्रो है, इन्फोसिस है, SBI है, राइट? इंडसइंड बैंक है, देयर आर मेनी, राइट? सो उसके भी एक डेरिवेटिव होता है. क्या होता है वो डेरिवेटिव? एक फाइनेंशियल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जिसकी एक वैल्यू होती है, राइट? विच इज गेटिंग डेराइव्ड फ्रॉम दिस स्टॉक्स, राइट? जिन सब के मैंने नाम लिए. अब जैसे हमने सुना है निफ्टी फ्यूचर्स, राइट? सो निफ्टी फ्यूचर इज नथिंग बट अ डेरिवेटिव, राइट? डेराइव्ड फ्रॉम एन अंडरलाइंग एसेट विच इज निफ्टी, राइट? अब जो अंडरलाइंग एसेट हमारे स्टॉक मार्केट में क्या क्या होते हैं? कुछ भी हो सकते हैं. बॉन्ड्स हो सकते हैं, राइट? शेयर्स हो सकते हैं, इंटरेस्ट रेट हो सकता है, करेंसीज हो सकता है, इंडेक्स हो सकता है. आई मीन दीज आर द मेन एसेट्स, राइट? जिसके बेस पे सारी वैल्यू डिफाइन होती है. And for your information, in Indian stock market, 90% of the turnover happens, right, in every single day in derivatives, and the rest 20% happens in the other underlying assets. So you can understand that how big is the derivative and how big is the opportunity to make money in derivatives, and at the same time how big is the risk to lose money, right? If you are going against the trend, if smart money is going against you, right? In that case, it's a risk. So इसीलिए if you are going to talk about trading, if you are going to learn about trading, and if you really want to become a very successful trader, right, then we need to keep certain things in mind, and that very first important thing is risk management. अब हम रिस्क को कैसे मैनेज करते हैं स्टॉक मार्केट में, ट्रेडिंग में? We do it with the help of stop loss, right? Now stop loss, कई लोग बोलते हैं कि यार stop loss लगाना चाहिए कि नहीं लगाना चाहिए. Well, to be very frank, it's nothing but a helmet, right? हम बाइक राइड भी करते हैं तो हमको बोला जाता है कि हेलमेट लगा लो because it will keep you safe. The same way stop loss is nothing but a helmet, right? क्योंकि कभी भी अगर आप ट्रेंड के अगेंस्ट होगे, it will save you, it will save your capital, and you have to protect your capital like your daughter, ऐसा बोलते हैं, right? So अब ऐसा करने के लिए what will help? स्टॉप लॉस, राइट? अब स्टॉप लॉस हम कहाँ लगाएंगे इसके बाद हम बाद में करेंगे, बट स्टॉप लॉस हमको क्यों लगाना है ये कॉन्सेप्ट समझना बहुत जरूरी है. सो एंड इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, राइट? सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ परसेंटेज लॉस एंड परसेंटेज गेन, राइट? इसकी बात मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ? बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू ट्रेड, राइट? नाउ लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ 1 लाख. सपोज यू हैव अ कैपिटल ऑफ 1 लाख, राइट? एंड अगर आप एक दिन में सपोज 10% कैपिटल लूज कर दिए तो अब आपके पास कितने बचे? यू आर लेफ्ट विथ 90,000 रुपीज. नाउ हाउ मच परसेंटेज गेन यू नीड टू ब्रेक इवन? इट वुड बी around 11%, right? Now just assume that suppose you lose 20% of your capital, so now you are left with 80,000. अब आपको कितना चाहिए ब्रेक इवन करने के लिए? यू नीड अराउंड 25%, राइट? सो अब आप सोचो कि नाउ यू लॉस्ट 50% ऑफ योर कैपिटल। अब वो 1 लाख से 50,000 हो गया है। अब आपको 50,000 से 50,000 और कमाना पड़ेगा ब्रेक इवन करने के लिए। सो इस केस में क्या होगा? आपको 100% गेन चाहिए ब्रेक इवन करने के लिए। नाउ जस्ट इमेजिन दैट सपोज यू लूज 90% ऑफ योर कैपिटल। अब आप 1 लाख से 90,000 लूज कर चुके हैं एंड यू आर लेफ्ट विद 10,000 रुपीज। नाउ अब क्या होगा? अब इन दिस केस यू नीड 900% गेन टू ब्रेक इवन, राइट? सो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ना परसेंटेज लॉस परसेंटेज गेन का है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। अगर ये समझ में हमको आ गया तो फॉर श्योर वी विल बी एबल टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर कैपिटल एंड आपके पास कैपिटल रहेगा सो आप ट्रेड कर सकते हो, राइट? कैपिटल नहीं रहेगा तो आप ट्रेड नहीं कर पाओगे। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्रोटेक्ट योर कैपिटल, राइट? नाउ अब इन स्टॉक मार्केट इफ यू आर गेटिंग इनटू ट्रेडिंग, व्हाई आर वी गेटिंग इन इट फॉर? वी आर गेटिंग इन इट फॉर टू मेक सम मनी, राइट? वी आर गोइंग टू मेक सम मनी। सो ट्रेडिंग में हमको पैसा कमाने के लिए क्या आइडेंटिफाई करना जरूरी है? वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई द बाइंग प्रेशर एंड वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई द सेलिंग प्रेशर। इसका मतलब ये कि इसको डिमांड एंड सप्लाई जोन भी बोल सकते हैं, राइट? कि कहां पे किस पॉइंट पे बायर्स बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड हो जाते हैं बाई करने के लिए एंड किस किस पॉइंट पे सेलर्स इंटरेस्टेड हो जाते हैं सेल करने के लिए। सो अगर वी विल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस बाइंग प्रेशर एंड सेलिंग प्रेशर, right, and we go with the trend, then in that we can decide our target कि आपको 1:2 का टारगेट लेना है, 1:3 का लेना है या 1:1 का लेना है। Keeping that in mind that we have to keep a strict stop loss. Strict stop loss means strict stop loss, right? It's okay. मैं ये क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? Because होता क्या है कि कई बार जैसे हम ट्रेडिंग करते हैं एंड सडनली वी गेट इनटू इट एंड वी बाय वन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड देन वी सेल इट, राइट? एंड हमारा प्रॉफिट हो जाता है 700-800 रुपए। सपोज इफ यू आर ट्रेडिंग विद लाइक सपोज 5,000-6,000-7,000 रुपीज, you will be able to make like 600-700 rupees, right? That's around 10% of it, right? So अगर वो आपने बिना स्टॉप लॉस से बना लिया, I guarantee you that in the next 3-4 days you will lose 3,000-4,000 rupees for sure without a doubt. इसीलिए इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप अ स्ट्रिक्ट स्टॉप लॉस। अब हम लोग कौन कौन सी अब हमारे पास कौन कौन से ब्रोकर्स है जिनका हम यूज कर सकते हैं ट्रेडिंग के लिए? वी हैव ज़ेरोधा। आई यूज ज़ेरोधा, सो इसलिए मैं बोलूंगा कि यू कैन गो एंड ओपन अ डीमैट अकाउंट एंड यू कैन स्टार्ट विद ट्रेडिंग, ओके? एंड ट्रेडिंग के साथ साथ और भी बहुत सारी चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है जो मैंने आपको बताया था, हैबिट्स। बिकॉज मैं ये सब चीजें की बातें क्यों कर रहा हूँ? बिकॉज वी हैव टू डेवलप अ गुड हैबिट्स, राइट? क्योंकि अगर if we are following certain things, right, and we are not following certain things, then we will not end anywhere. End of the day, after a month, एक महीना आपका हो जाएगा and you will see that eventually you are less than the standing less on the capital side, right? So we have to keep that in mind. That is very important, okay? And आपने बहुत बार एक कहावत सुनी होगी, right? It's a very famous statement made by Bruce Lee that I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 steps once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times, right? So if we are going to trade and we are trading with certain rules, trading with certain habits, and we are practicing just one thing multiple times, then you will be able to identify certain patterns. हर कुछ रिपीट करता है, हमारे ट्रेडिंग में भी बहुत सारे पैटर्न्स रिपीट करते हैं, एंड यू शुड बी वेरी क्विक टू find out that opportunity to get into the trade and then after defining your target and then you come out of it. So आपको बस इसी पे फोकस करना है। So इसलिए it's very important to identify all those patterns and practice, do a back testing. अगर आपको मैं अभी कुछ बता रहा हूँ कि this is what it is very important in stock market and in trading, then you need to also go and check and do a back testing, right? And eventually you will find out that it's getting better. So we will follow these rules, right, strictly, and we will do it better, okay? So guys, now let's get back to the system to understand the technicals, right? What are candlesticks, what is support, what is resistance, right? So let's go. Okay guys, so let's get started. So basically अब तक हमने क्या बात करी कि हमको प्रैक्टिस करना है. So we have to keep doing practice so that we can get better and better identifying the patterns. Okay, so now what we can see on the screen is lot of green candles, lot of red candles, right? So some of them signifies the bullish momentum, some of them signifies the bearish momentum, right? So before getting on this screen, right, let me just take you to my Word document, right, which will which will show you some of the patterns, right? So basically in candlesticks, right, what you see here is one bullish candle and one bearish candle. And what this, you see little wick, right, on the upside and on the bottom side, right? It's nothing but a pressure, selling pressure created at this level, right? So this is the high price, this is the low price, this is the open price, and this is the close price. And same goes for this candle. This is the open price, and this is the close price. Okay, this is the low, this is the high. So these two are the candles. One is bullish and one is bearish. Okay. So now the second is hammer. Few days back, uh, I was talking about this hammer, right? So hammer signifies that there is a bullish momentum, right, getting generated. So bulls are coming in power. So the chances are very high that direction might change. So अभी market नीचे आ रहा था and जैसे ही ये hammer create हुआ with volume, right? So we have to get alert and we have to watch with a follow up candle कि market अभी potential positive direction में जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा है, right? Then comes the bullish engulfing pattern and bearish engulfing pattern. इसमें क्या है, इसमें अगर एक bullish candle की जो body होगी, अगर वो एक bearish candle से बड़ी होगी, right, which means that again direction might change. Okay, the same goes for bearish engulfing pattern. Okay, अगर bearish जो candle है वो bullish से बहुत बड़ी होगी, उसकी body बड़ी होगी, right, then which means that direction is changing from positive to negative, right? I have examples also. If you see that bullish engulfing, right, here at this point bullish engulfing candles got created, and you see the direction in the direction change. Same goes for bearish engulfing candle, right? You see that bearish engulfing candle got created here, and then market reversed from that point. Okay, now what is this? This is nothing but a doji. This is what we call doji, which means that when the open price and the close price is exactly same, right, that's where we call it a doji. And whenever we see a doji candle, right, we just have to get alert. We do not have to take any decision कि हमको buy करना है कि sell करना है. We just have to get alert. Okay, so that, and we have to wait for the follow up candle. जैसे ही follow up candle create हुआ, right, I can decide that market might go in negative direction, so I can take a trade. Okay, now what is this? This is what we call three white soldiers, right? So whenever you see this pattern, obviously along with volume, right, then you can take a stop loss, and then you can decide to trade in a positive direction, right? I have an example also for this. You see that these three are the white soldiers, right? And then after that you see the momentum, right? Market kept on going up, right? Okay, so now let's get back to the screen, right? After understanding about three white soldiers, doji pattern, okay, and then bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, and then hammer. Okay, so before that, since we are talking about derivatives, let me just tell you that there are four types of derivatives. Okay, one is forward, one is futures, one is options, and another one is swaps. So we will not be talking about the forward and the swaps because this is not normally used by a common man. So only futures and options we will be talking about. Okay, so now let's get back to the screen. Okay, so what do we see here? Again, we see a lot of candles, right? So like I said, that in trading, what we have to identify, we have to identify the buying pressure and the selling pressure, which means that demand zones and supply zones, right? And we have to plot these levels. क्योंकि अगर हम plot करेंगे, then only we will be able to decide कि हम कल क्या करने वाले हैं, right? What trade are we going to do? What sentiment we will follow? Whether it's positive sentiment or negative sentiment. So for that, you see that it's a daily candle. Let me just go to weekly candle for once, right? So this is the weekly candle. If you see that little hammer pattern is here, right, and which is on 23rd of March, and then market kept on going in the positive direction. Okay, and then you see that there is a sharp reversal right from here, right, and then right from here. So what we have to do is always remember that we have to first open a weekly candle, then we have to open a daily candle, then we have to open an hourly candle, then 15 minutes, and then we have to go to 5 minutes to decide and trade. Okay, so what I will do, I will just select a rectangle here, okay, and I will mark these levels because these are the supply zones. Okay, so I mark this level, and suppose we are here, somewhere here, right, somewhere here market is trading, right? So I already have an assumption, right, that whenever the market comes and touches this zone, right, I have to get ready, I have to get ready because you know sharp reversal might come at this point of time because it's a supply zone where all the sellers normally gets active, right, and they try to push down the price. Okay, so this is a weekly candle. Okay, then now let's go back to daily candle, right? In daily candle, this is the level which we marked in weekly candle. In daily candle also we can mark this level because you see that there is a again reversal happening from here, right? So whenever again you see that it's 4th of April and then market came to this point again on 18th of August. As soon as you know price touches this point, it again you see that it reversed, right? Again when it went back to this point, it reversed. So this is how we need to mark the supply and demand zone. So I can mark this level also as a demand zone, that as soon as market touches this point, right, buyers buyers became active and they started buying here and they started pushing the market upside, right? Now always remember one thing. Let me just show you. So suppose this is one line. Okay, this is one of the price. Okay, and market is okay. Let me take this. Okay, okay, leave it. So whenever market is taking support from this point, okay, and coming back again at this point, so we know that buyers will become active here and they will start pushing the market in this direction. So we can take a trade somewhere here. Okay, and then it is coming down, it is going up, coming down. So जस्ट अज्यूम दैट अगर आप कोई हैमर लेके एक एक स्ट्रक्चर पे आप 3-4 बार मारोगे, मे बी मिरर और समथिंग एल्स, राइट? तो क्या होगा, टूट जाएगा 3-4 बार मारोगे तो अगर ये 2-3 बार सपोर्ट ले रहा है एक पॉइंट से, राइट, सो इट माइट चांसेस आर वेरी हाई दैट इट माइट ब्रेक दिस लेवल. जैसे ये इस लेवल को ब्रेक कर देगा, द सेम पॉइंट विच वाज एक्टिंग एज अ सपोर्ट, नाउ इट विल स्टार्ट एक्टिंग एज अ रेजिस्टेंस. सो अगर मैं इसको वापस ऐसे मूव करूं, तो अब मार्केट यहाँ से बार बार रेजिस्टेंस लेगा, फिर यहाँ से नीचे जाएगा, विच मीन्स दैट अगर मार्केट ऐसे ऐसे कर रहा है, ऐसे बिहेव कर रहा है, so chances are very high that it will come at this point and again it will get reversed, right? But जब भी ये इस लेवल को तोड़ेगा, it will start acting as a support again. Okay, so we have to remember this point. So this is how we plot the daily levels whenever we have to trade. Okay, and now let's go to 1 hour candle. So if you see that 1 hour candle, right, we can clearly see that as soon as market broke this level, right, and whenever it came back at this point, it acted as a resistance, which initially it was acting as a support, but now it is acting as a resistance. As soon as again it broke out from here, again it started acting as a support. You see again, market has taken support from here and it went upwards. Okay, so guys, this is it. So in this video we have talked about plotting the levels, that we have to come from a weekly to a 5 minute. Why 5 minutes and 15 minutes? Because आपको मोमेंटम भी ट्रैक करना है. whenever we are going to trade, we have to also look at the volume. अब जैसे आप सपोज करो कि आप एक आवर कैंडल आपने 1 आवर का टाइम फ्रेम सिलेक्ट करके रखा है, then in 1 hour candle, right, it will be a combination of multiple candles of 5 minutes, right? It will be a combination of 25 minutes candle, right? So उसमें हो सकता है कि उस बीच में बहुत एकदम से मोमेंटम शायद आ जाए, लेकिन आप उसको ट्रैक नहीं कर पाओगे. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, आफ्टर प्लॉटिंग द लेवल्स, वी गो टू 5 मिनट्स एंड देन वी स्टार्ट सीइंग द मार्केट. ओके, अब जैसे 5 मिनट्स कैंडल ना मेरे को बाबा दिख रहा है कि इस पॉइंट से मार्केट सपोर्ट ले रहा है, करेक्ट? तो मैं ड्रॉ कर देता हूँ, इस पॉइंट से मार्केट सपोर्ट ले रहा है, जो ये पॉइंट है, राइट? एंड जैसे ही मार्केट ने ये लेवल ब्रेक किया, राइट, आप देखो it kept on going down, and this is what we call as a gap up. The same way there is also a gap down. So there are a lot of other things which we will discuss about in the next video. So guys, thank you so much uh, for supporting and coming back to this channel, right? And just one thing I would want to say, that I know that it might look a little complicated, right, in the beginning about these candles. And I would say that the same happened with me also, right? It looked very complicated. But then slowly, gradually, when I kept on coming back to the system every single day, right, and watching it every day, monitoring it every day, slowly and gradually, I started becoming familiar with it. And now, after looking at it, you are quick to get into the trade and come out, and you can decide what target we are running for. And one more thing is that initially I talked about these percentage loss and percentage gain. That is again very important concept. Always remember that, because what I feel, that there is a winning and then there is a winning, right? The other one is nothing but a losing with a stop loss, and that is nothing but a losing it right way. Even if you're losing, we have to lose it right away. Always remember that, right? Why I'm saying that, saying this, because losing has given me answers which winning has never given me. So because of that only I'm saying this. So guys, thank you so much, and see you very soon in the next video, which will cover some more technical details, some more technical things about trading, some more indicators like VWAP, RSI, and other pivot points, right? So guys, thank you so much.